Well, there are so many questions here, it's just really hard to even, now they're just at a big stir, and it's hard to get them together. But this maybe goes on a little bit on the same type of subject. If the independent fire department is established, does the board plan to settle wages and conditions without a collective bargaining agreement? Will wages be lower than current wages? And let's start with Mr. McIntosh on that one.
The wage and benefit schedule has been, I'm already 30 seconds?
No.
Wage and benefits package has been set. Obviously, the hourly wage, it's at the low end of what current county wages and benefits are. And one of the big things is it's looking at the San Mateo model too, which talks about eliminating this guaranteed lifetime health care benefit fully paid, but rather going to one in which is contributory. San Mateo City has done this very effectively and brought their health care costs under control. As far as when you don't have a organization to negotiate with, you can't negotiate with them. And so, yes, we get that privilege of setting those ahead of time.
Thank you. Mr. Cockbrow, the question about the independent, how does the board plan to settle wages and conditions?
Well, that's, I don't think I'm qualified to answer that question. That seems to be a situation that's been created by the board. They gave us a 5-year budget that has us, our fund balance going down every year. And at the end of 5 years, we are not nearly as good a shape as we are right now with CAL FIRE. It seems like CAL FIRE has caused their own problem by saving so much money, which has allowed this expedition into uncharted territories. So once the employees get here, they can organize, and you can bet your bippy they're going to be making demands a hell of a lot bigger than what they're going to be promised when they first come here. So I don't see how we can say what it's going to cost even 2 years out, because we know that the union that will be representing them is extremely aggressive. It's a brass knuckle player, and trust me, they will get the absolute maximum out of this board that they possibly can by whatever means necessary.
Thank you. Let's see. Ms. Anderson, the independent fire department is established. Does the board plan to settle wages and conditions without a collective bargaining agreement? Will wages be lower than current wages?
As for the first part of that question, I have no way of knowing what the board is going to do, but based on what they've done previously, the sky's the limit, I would assume. As far as whether or not they will be, is the question whether or not the new fire department will be making more than the current CAL FIRE firefighters, or?
Will wages be lower if there's an independent fire department?
Not according to the figures that I've seen, no.
Thank you. And this is a little bit difficult, I know, for people, but Mr. McCusick.
Okay, I love this question. Their so-called standalone fire department won't make it off the back of an envelope, and I'll give you the two numbers, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, fire apparatus engineer paramedic in San Mateo County, the offered starting rate is $6,900 per month. The CAL FIRE posted rate on the state website is $35.50. Twice as much for a San Mateo firefighter. No standalone fire department can possibly survive with this labor costs and match the CAL FIRE costs. This is a loser. This is a blimp. This is a fantasy. And I would say these guys need to have their feet nailed to the ground and to start talking about what you need, not what some firefighter needs.
Mr. Alfano. Talk about.
So this is the joy about starting a new fire department. We don't have a bargaining unit to deal with. We're setting the pay and the benefits. And they're applying. 35 people put their names in the hat just for laterals. This is laterals, not brand new firefighters. These are people that used to work here before. and are now transitioning to CAL FIRE, worked here before and left and went to another department, or they're currently here under CAL FIRE. There's 7 of them that applied that want to stay here. 35 people applied. That tells you something. So we don't have to bargain with them. We'll set it. They obviously know what the pay is, and they've applied. This is the joy about starting a new fire service. If they decide to unionize, and if they do unionize with whoever they want to go with, that's up to them. But we don't have to worry about that right now because we're setting the policy, and they're coming. So it's proven so far. I'm very happy to see that too.
Thank you. And finally, Mr. Riddell.
Yeah, you stole my thunder. That's what I was going to say. If it's as bad as what's been portrayed, why did all these people want to work here? And a majority of those individuals had prior history working here, and some of them are CAL FIRE employees now that are coming back here. So, and as far as the bargaining unit, they're right, we don't have one. So we're setting the terms and conditions, and we have, and the budget that we're working under is $360,000 more than what we're paying for CAL FIRE right now, and we're going to have local control. We're not going to have 100, 200 people cycling through here that never meet the training needs to meet the service needs of the community. And that's the bottom line. It's, what are we going to get for that money? Because it doesn't get any more important than life and property. It doesn't.
Thank you. We have